Good morning, friends. Now we are discussing the Sawa. It is composed by Torulata Dutt. Before starting poem, we are going to think about icebreakers. First icebreakers is make a list of words related to agriculture. We have so many words which are related to agriculture like animals, agrarians, botanicals, barn, acres, cattle, cultivation, crops, farmer, fertile, environmental farm, equipment, graze, grain, labor, machinery, irrigation, nutrient management, organic, pesticide, reason, resource, seed, sow, wool, water, weather, wet, etc. These all words are used for agriculture activities. Then second question is discuss the activities carried out by a farmer. First is given here, that is ploughing. Second one is sowing. Third one is manuring and weeding. And last one is reaping. Students, we have to solve this activity. Next activity is agriculture is the backbone of the Indian economy. Fill in the boxes supporting this statement. Complete the following wave diagram. Here wave diagram is given. Agriculture the backbone of India. One statement is given here. A large part of Indian population is involved in agriculture. Second cause is agriculture makes India self-sufficient in terms of its requirements of food grains. Third statement is it provides employment opportunities to everyone involved in the distribution channel, like people via whom food grains reach the common people. And the last statement is agriculture generates revenue from exports. These are all the facts which includes to backbone of India. The present poem, The Sawa, is a translation of Victor Hugo's poem Session des Similes, Les Oies. It is translated by Toru Dutt from French to English. The Sawa is a poem about a farmer who is sowing seeds. He has seen many bad harvests in his life. However, he is so optimistic of having a good harvest every time he tosses grain. The poem, The Sower, is about the dedication and determination of the sower, who persistently strives to sow the seeds in the ground, all the while hoping for a good harvest. Now we are starting this poem. Sitting in a porchway cool, sunlight I see dying fast. In these lines, poet is sitting on a veranda on a cool evening, looking at the sun setting beyond the horizon. Twilight has turned onto roll. Working hours have well nigh passed. In this line, the poet witnesses the twilight that is quickly following the setting of the sun. He says that the working hours are almost over. Here, twilight means the soft glow of the sun's light when it is about to set beyond the horizon. Well nigh means almost but not completely or exactly, just about. Shadows run across the lands, but the sower lingers still. Here, sower means the person who implants the seed. Lingers means hangs around or remains. Old in rags, he patient stand. Looking on, I feel a thrill. Here, rag means old and torn clothes. Patient here means calm, being tolerant. In this four line, poet expresses that as the sun sets, the shadows get longer covering the lands, but an old sower can still be seen in the fields. Dressed in rags, he is standing patiently, and the poet feels a thrill on seeing the sower still out there in the fields. Back and high, his silhouette dominates the furrow's deep. Here, dominates means holds a commanding position, towers above something, and furrow means line or trench channel. Silhouette means shape, outline of someone against a brighter background. In this line, poet says, against the soft glow of the twilight, the sower's form looks like a silhouette that appears bigger than the deep channels that he has dug to sow the seeds. Next lines. Now to sow the task is set. Soon shall come a time to reap. Right now, he has to sow the seeds in the soil, but the harvest season will soon follow, and then the sower shall reap the rewards of his hard work. Marches he along the plain to and fro and scattered weeds from his hands the precious grain. Muse I as I see him stride. Here, marches means walk in a quick and determined way. Scattered means throw in different directions. Muse means rest in thoughts, reflect. Stride means to walk with long steps. Now, the sower goes back and forth in the field, scattering the seeds all over the ground. The poet gazes thoughtfully at the sower, taking long steps to walk in the field. Darkness deepens, faded the light. Now his gesture to mine eyes are august and strange. His height seems to touch the starry skies. Here, gesture means action. August means noble, dignified, or impressive. In last four lines, poet expresses his views regarding night. As the night sets in, a trace of light is gone. The poet now understands the actions of the sower and considered them to be noble, but also strange, because the sower is old and might not be around to reap the benefits of his hard work when it is time to harvest. The selfless determination of the sower makes him a man of a very high standard, for he doesn't sow for himself but for others who might benefit from his hard work. This elevates his position in the eyes of the poet, making it seem like he is tall enough to touch the starry skies. Very beautifully, Toru Dutt expresses her views regarding farmers and his tireless task. Thank you.